Hello and welcome to Superpower Broadcasting. I'm Kevin Castley. Thanks for being here tonight. See, we've got a few people here already, even though it's pretty late. So thanks for being here. Just got a quick update for you all. So tonight, November 9th, I'm going to be doing the debate against Dylan Burns. It's finally actually happening. So that'll be interesting. It's going to be over on his channel over on Twitch. It's Dylan Burns TV. And then I'm going to mirror it over on YouTube afterwards. It's going to be moderated by Bastiat. And, it'll be interesting. Obviously, we're going to be debating about North Korea. So that'll be fun. And, I've been very busy with the election coverage lately. And, I did say the last stream that I did on this channel was I see we got Natalie and Kamal Jeet here. How are you guys doing tonight? Welcome to you both, and as well as the other viewers. I see we've already got a dislike, so that's very cool. We got the haters and traitors here too. So anyway, I mentioned on the last stream in which I was covering Joe Biden's speech that afterwards we talked about other issues, and I said, we'll be debating, or not debating, but we'll be debunking and going over the downfall of Cheesy Charlie, who I was then calling Cheesy Charlie Kirk. Now I call him Crazy Charlie Kirk. But I also mentioned that I would be on a panel with Henry and other guests. And of course, I did. And we went about 5 hours. So by the time we were done with that, like, there's no further stream. We talked about Charlie over on that one. I will have a standalone video on Charlie coming up soon, pre-recorded video. Additionally, I'm going to be doing a video on, and I'm not sure if any of you caught up on this, because this was only brought to my attention very recently, like today, basically. But it's hilarious. This sounds like a joke. It sounds like something from South Park movie or something. Anyway, so Donald Trump's staff were going to be doing a press conference, and they had essentially planned on booking a prestigious hotel, and it was indicated, I guess, to those that were booking it that they should arrange to make accommodations to give a speech at the Four Seasons, and they booked the Four Seasons. They did do that. They did do that right, but it wasn't exactly the same Four Seasons kind of hotel that you might be thinking of in Philadelphia. In fact, no, it's such a meme. It's so funny. You can't even make this up. I can't believe this happened, but believe it or not, it did happen. It did happen. I knew I was going to talk about it, but it's still hilarious just trying to explain this. But like I said, today's just going to be a short update. I'm not going to go into the meat of any of these topics. Just want to let you know I am going to be specifically focusing on this kind of stuff. Obviously, Charlie Kirk, the downfall of Charlie Kirk. I'm going to have a video on him. The downfall of Charlie Kirk, from cheesy to crazy. Because he used to be just, a bland, kind of wholesome, kind of memer guy who, he was kind of the hype machine for mainstream Republicanism. He went from being more of an open borders libertarian, and then he became MAGA. But now he's basically become like Alex Jones. He's basically now Alex Jones meets Glenn Beck. Yikes, right? I mean, he's got a whiteboard. We watched the whiteboard over on Henry's channel. That stream with Henry went 5 hours. I was there. Kirk Wilcox was there. Spooky Nookies was there. That's Reese. And Mike, Progressive Apostate, was there. So you can check out that stream over on Henry's channel. kind of amazing just watching the downfall of Charlie. He looks totally disheveled. He looks washed up. He looks out of place. He looks fuming and dooming. You know, you hate to see it. He used to be really the darling of the more libertarian side of republicanism. And now, like I said, he's Len Beck meets Alex Jones. It's really embarrassing. So, but I was talking about Rudy. I was talking about the Four Seasons fiasco. So this is amazing. This is truly amazing. Truly amazing stuff. You know, as Jesse Lee Peterson would say, amazing. Amazing. And now, of course, this is the most popular Four Seasons. So, yeah, absolutely amazing, amazing stuff. I'm going to get a picture right here for you all of what the Four Seasons looks like in Philadelphia. What Donald Trump and the gang had tried to book to deliver his press conference. I'm going to show you a picture of basically what it, you know, the sort of hotel and everything, what it looks like. It's a pretty fancy kind of place. Really modern. Got a lot of elegant design to it. Kind of fancy as well. You know, kind of a black tie sort of venue, right? So this is, I'm just going to put it up on the screen right now. This is what they were, again, I'm not making this up. You can look this up. This is reported by all of the reputable press. This actually happened. Absolute meme, what we're about to look at right here. So this is what Donald Trump had indicated to the staff to book for Rudy to deliver his press conference at. So look at that. It's a pretty nice place, right? That's like the penthouse sort of suites, but it's not actually suites. It's an open sort of venue. Now, they might have given the press conference on the main level or in one of the ballrooms down in the main level areas, but you get a sense of the caliber of the hotel. This is a really nice place, right? Just an absolutely spectacular building. Very fancy building, you know? And we'll take a look at it from the exterior. See what that looks like. Again, they were going to give an update on the litigation, on, you know, all of the pending lawsuits. Donald Trump's got a lot of lawsuits ongoing currently. He's going to try to sue his way to victory. And Rudy Giuliani, you know, is one of his top lawyers, comes out, and they need to give him a place to speak. This is what the venue looks like on the exterior. So you see there's Philadelphia there. That's like the main business district of Philadelphia. You know, a really modern, sleek building, really cool building. You know, it'd be cool to spend, you know, vacation there, right? If I ever go to Philadelphia, that'd be a pretty nice place to stay, right? Pretty nice place to stay. That's where Rudy Giuliani was supposed to speak. Yeah. So you guys know that they probably didn't speak there, right? So no, it turned out. Now I don't know if it was malice. I don't know if the staffer that made the registrations was just fed up with the Trump campaign and all the BS that's been coming out lately, and how he bungled it and let basically Joe Biden just win states that Republicans carried, you know. I mean, I was looking at it. Wayne County was one of the counties that switched the most of all the counties in the United States. I believe it was Wayne County that switched the most from Republicans to Democrats. That's Detroit. That's one of the hearts of the Rust Belt. That was supposed to be Donald Trump's stronghold. He made his base of legitimacy on swinging the Rust Belt red. and it went blue by a wide margin. So if you're a dedicated Trump Republican and you see that, I mean, you got to be pissed, right? And, you know, Cheesy Charlie can say, oh, it was fake, it was rigged, it was stolen. But the people in the campaign know what's going on. And there's a chance the staffer was just like, you know what? These guys bungled it. They were pissed. Or maybe they just got disillusioned with Trump. And, you know, maybe there's somebody kind of like me, where, you know, they want a Republican Party that is normal. And so they were like, yeah, you know what? Or another possibility here, of course, is just that they're stupid, that they're incompetent. That's another possibility here, because what you're looking at on the screen was what was supposed to be. But, you know, but here's what actually happened. This is amazing. So we didn't talk about this on the stream. Again, I didn't even know about this until today. It slipped under the radar. We were so busy covering, you know, a lot of the substantive stuff around the election and of course the lawsuits and everything. But and of course Joe Biden's speech, Kamala Harris' speech the other day. But Rudy Giuliani did not arrive at the Four Seasons Hotel in Philadelphia. Instead, he hopped in the motorcade and he drove to the outskirts of town, to the outskirts of Philadelphia, to a small contracting company's business location in the industrial outskirts of the city. And they gave the press conference there. And these pictures are truly surreal. I mean, if you think that this building that we're looking at on the screen is surreal, and you know, and you're like, oh man, you know, 100 years ago, 50 years ago, even something like that to engineer would probably have been impossible. But check this out. This is what actually happened. They gave the speech. They gave the press conference at Four Seasons Total Landscaping on the outskirts of Philadelphia. That's a real picture right there. That actually happened. So they put up a few Trump signs, and they didn't even have room. They weren't even allowed to give it on the front of the property where it actually looks presentable. Instead, they had to do the press conference in the back alley behind the actual premises, basically, of the building. And the press, the police, everybody showed up there. They were expecting, you know, oh, well, Rudy Giuliani is going to give a speech at a random landscaping business on the outskirts of Philadelphia. Okay. Yeah, because that's normal. So he shows up, and everybody, I can't imagine what's going through everybody's heads there, because like that has to be the elephant in the room as he's giving this stupid speech where he's explaining. And hell, we'll even watch the speech. We'll even watch the speech. I'll actually it's like a minute or something. Well, the actual full press conference was over 30 minutes, but there's an awesome speech, just a clip of it by Rudy Giuliani. And I believe it was the Independent that actually compiled it. So you get to see the magnitude of the insanity and the failure. It's only about 70 seconds long. So we'll take a look at this right here. And just embarrassing. Like, does anybody think that, like, if this was Jeb Bush, or this was Mitt Romney, or if this was John Kasich, if this had been John McCain, that they would have booked, that they would have screwed this up that bad? Like, because it's either sabotage from within, you know, a disgruntled staffer that was just done with the Trump train, or they're just complete incompetent morons. And given Trump's policy with respect to North Korea, given his policy trusting the KGB over the CIA, it's possible he just hired an idiot. I hire the best people, the greatest people. Anyway, look at this. Yeah, no. So Kamal G. Ram is in the chat, says no. Yeah, no way. If this was a normal Republican, this would not have happened. But here we are. Here we are. And we'll take a look at another angle. So you see, everybody was there. Like, they had the press, they had officials, they had the police, they had a bunch of camera equipment and everything for him to deliver this speech where he's talking about how, like, Trump's basically going to sue his way to victory at the back of the Four Seasons Total Landscaping. That is amazing. And you see, like, just how run down a lot of the area is. It's very industrial and whatnot. Again, this is what they intended. This is what was supposed to happen. That was supposed to be the backdrop to Mr. Giuliani. This guy's the former mayor of New York. This man's overseen trillions and trillions of dollars of GDP in his career. And this is what it comes down to. This is the logical conclusion. This is how it all ends. They're going to sue their way to overturn the election. Yeah, not going to happen. Not going to happen. This isn't some casino bankruptcy litigation. This is the election for president of the United States. But we have the video. We have the video here. This is by, okay, so this is Guardian. This is Guardian News. 1 minute clip from the Guardian. Let's take a look at it. Truly spectacular stuff. Just the absolute epitome of failure, what we're about to see right now.
This will be a very, very strong case. And I know you won't accept it because of your hateful biases, but let's see if you can try thinking rationally. The poll? Because they don't decide the election. The call for Joe Biden is it? Who was it called by? Oh my goodness, all the networks. Wow. All the networks. We have to forget about the law. Judges don't count. All the networks thought Biden was going to win by 10%. Gee, what happened? Come on, don't be ridiculous. Networks don't get to decide elections. Courts do.
So yeah, that's Rudy there finding out that the major networks have all called it, including Fox. Kamal Jeet says, yeah, you would not expect this from a Republican. They usually accept the loss gracefully. Yeah, Mitt Romney called Obama within 90 minutes of it being clear that he'd lost and conceded the election. McCain called Obama and conceded the election. This is something that you would expect from like an absolutely triggered SJW progressive like AOC or Ilhan Omar, like the dirtbag left. But this is Trump. This is his campaign. Say, oh, no, stop the vote, that kind of stuff. But look at this. So I want to ask you guys here, do you think that this was just a mistake, incompetence, stupidity, an accident? That, you know, they were going to book the Four Seasons Hotel, but they accidentally booked the back alley of the Four Seasons Total Landscaping on the outskirts of Philadelphia? Or do you think it was a staffer that was just absolutely done with Trump's bullshit? What do you guys think? Because it's easy enough to type in the wrong address. Or the other day, I needed to call a taxi, and I go to call it, and I type in the name of the company, and I call them, but the phone won't really work. And then I realize, I'm like, oh, right, that's not my area code. Oh, right, I've been using a VPN on my phone, and it thinks I'm in a different part of the world. Right, okay, so I need to actually manually just type in the name of the company and all that and book it. But likewise with this, it would be one thing to just accidentally drive to the wrong address, right? You say, hey, Google, you're in the car or whatever, you're in the motorcade, the SUV, and you say, take me to the Four Seasons, and the address, the Maps app accidentally takes you to the Four Seasons Total Landscaping on the outskirts of town. But no, because as you're driving out there, you would realize, wait, this doesn't seem right. No, they actually officially called, spoke with the business owner, and confirmed this for a press conference. I can't imagine how shocked the receptionist at this landscaping contracting firm must have been. Like, hello, Four Seasons Total Landscaping. How can I help you? Hi, yeah, we're with the President of the United States. So you'd like to book a press conference? And you're like, wait, what? But it happened. They scheduled it. They booked it. They contacted the local press to go to this address. They contacted the police for security. In another video, you see there was a big police presence there because they were worried about protesters and stuff. To me, I can't imagine how this could have been an accident. Like, it seems like somebody must have been screwing with the Trump campaign. But then, after it's clear as day that they're not at the Four Seasons Hotel, instead of rebooking it or saying, oh, we made a mistake, they can't admit it. They can't admit it because that would mean that the Trump team made a mistake. It would mean that they weren't perfect. So they have to go through with it. And they can't just be like, yeah, sorry, we accidentally booked the wrong address. Well, we'll do another press conference later in the day. Sorry for the inconvenience. They have to say, oh, the show must go on. We can't make Trump look bad or whatever. So Rudy, this guy's the former mayor of New York. Former mayor of New York right there. Standing outside, Four Seasons Total Landscaping. And it's like, again, it would be one thing if they were specifically trying to court and appeal to working class people, and they decided that they would specifically book, the kind of place that politicians don't usually give speeches at. That I would get that. That would have been a good strategy during the campaign, right? Except then it's a matter of getting room and everything. But no, Trump wanted the Four Seasons Hotel because he loves the wealth and the he's obsessed with looking rich. He's not working class. He doesn't care about working class. He's a populist. He just uses the verbiage. He just uses the basic appeals to working class sort of ethics and stuff to try to garner votes. He doesn't care about working class people. He doesn't care about the military. Like what he said about John McCain. He thinks he's better than everybody else, And I mean, if you're president, I can see why you would probably think you're better than everybody else, but Joe Biden doesn't. Joe Biden has some humility. Mitt Romney had humility about it. John McCain had humility about it. Barack Obama had humility about it. And John McCain wasn't president, but he got close. Mitt Romney wasn't president, but he got close. This guy, Donald Trump, though, he just wants everything like gold. If you see his penthouse and everything, it's all gold. It's gaudy. It's excessive in my view. It's over the top. I think it actually makes it look less attractive in many ways than if he just had gold accents and stuff. This is the guy who wants all of his stuff to be like the most expensive and be like, oh, rich and everything. Yeah, there's no way they did this on purpose to try to appeal to poor people or whatever. There's no way. There's no way. They meant to book the Four Seasons hotel. That's what was supposed to happen. So something went massively wrong. But I love how he gives the speech. They just go through with it. I'm sure everybody was thinking as Rudy's giving his speech, like, what the hell are we doing here? Like, somebody definitely screwed up. Like, and you wouldn't ask, like if it was, I don't know, if it was, for example, just some random business name, like, I don't know, like Edwards Landscaping Company, then you say, oh, okay, well, the Trump campaign, they wanted to give a speech here to appeal to like Rust Belt sort of voters or whatever. That makes sense, you know? That they're trying to make a point that like, oh, you know, we're not just going to go to like formal sort of areas and the business district and all that. We're going to go to like the real America, right? But no, it's the Four Seasons Total Landscaping. It's obvious. It's obvious by the name. They intended to go to the hotel, and instead they go here. It's such a fiasco. Again, we'll take a look from the other angle. They're just in the back alley of an industrial part of Philadelphia. Again, this is where they were supposed to be. It's truly hilarious stuff, dudes. Just wow. Yeah, no, there's been a lot of triggered people lately, and it's kind of amazing. I mean, because a lot of these people said, you know, it was the Democrats that were totally triggered in 2016, and that was true. There were a lot of them. We saw the videos, just screeching and rage and tears and everything, and hashtag not my president and hashtag resistance. And now we're seeing the same BS from some of the people in the Trump campaign. Like, just accept the loss and move on, dude. Like, you got to be president for 4 years. You still get to be president for a few months. That's something most people are never going to get to experience. You got 3 Supreme Court judges. You got hundreds of lower level court appointees. You have a legacy that's going to last way longer than Barack Obama's did. But no, it's not good enough. You have to just say, oh, it was stolen. It was stolen. Yet the Republicans held the Senate and might actually take the House. What a steal. What a rig. The only person that lost in the Republican side basically is Donald Trump. The only person that won from the Democratic side was Joe Biden. What a steal. See, like, if I was going to steal it, don't you think that I would have done more seats for the Democrats, that sort of thing? You know? Just what a crap show. My hope is that we can all just move on and, you know, obviously criticize Biden where criticism is warranted and give credit where credit is due, and then look to the next 4 years and hopefully get a hawk like Nikki Haley or someone in charge. Donald Trump lost. He lost by a small margin in those states, but he did lose, and he won by a small margin earlier on against Hillary Clinton. So that's how it goes. I wasn't even planning on making this video that long, but I just hearing about the Four Seasons thing today. Just wow, man. Yeah, Kamaljeet says, like, Rudy sounds like he was going to cry. Absolutely. Net Sevens here. He says, I'm going to wait on calling it until the recount is finished and it goes to the courts. Yeah, no, fair enough. But I'm pretty confident that Biden's going to hold Pennsylvania. I don't think that the ballots that are up are enough to sway this in any particular direction. So because Biden has such a big lead there. But. Oh, they want to make it believable. That's right. That's basically what like Charlie would say, right? Yeah. Nikki Haley, Marco Rubio, 2024. That's like the dream ticket. Can you imagine? Like Cuba, Castro, well, the Castro regime, the remnants of the Castro regime, they're done. Maduro's done. Kim's done. Iran's done. Can you imagine Nikki Haley and Marco Rubio? You know, they bring in like Dick Cheney and John Bolton and all the ghoul gang. They'd be based. I'm going to wrap this up now. But thanks for being here tonight, everybody. And just, I mean, wow, this election, there have been some good memes that have come out of this. For sure. And to everybody who's saying, oh, you know, it's fun drinking the MAGA tears and everything. It's like, I hear you, but I'm skeptical about Joe Biden. You know, I'm worried that he's going to go back to like the Iran deal stuff and all that. You know, I expect him to be tougher on Russia. I expect him to be tougher on China. Expect him to be tougher on North Korea-ish. But Iran was one that Trump did a pretty good job on. And, you know, I have a feeling I'm going to have to make some videos critical of Joe Biden on that. So, anyway, thanks for being here tonight, everybody. Be sure to like this video. Follow me over on Twitch. Links in the description below. And subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so yet. I do daily streams. Additionally, you can support me on Patreon, as well as send me a tip to PayPal if you just want to send me a tip. Big ups to Net7. Actually, he's in the chat. He sent me another tip recently. So thanks for supporting the channel and everything, Net7. And big up to all the other patrons and PayPal gang folks out there. So, but I'll be back here tomorrow night. Obviously, we'll be doing the debate against Dalton Burns. That's at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. So that'll be over on his channel on Twitch. I'll have the link and everything on Twitter beforehand. So have a good night, everybody. Peace.